What's the worst injury you've ever had? Thanks, Resubsagi. You're gonna think I'm memeing, but I'm being super serious. I made a whole video on this. I got a urethral swab. And it is probably still to date one of the worst pains I've ever felt. I went to a urologist for just like a general checkup thing. And for some reason he decided to administer a urethral swab. And I had never felt such excruciating agony. There's a Primazir and Tier 1 Zalua. Oh, sweet. Well, thank you, Drew. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks for your subconvict. That's a crazy idea, Edgar, but alright. Didn't you say you had a wet dream right after the urethral swab, too? It's been so long now, I can't remember if I had a wet dream. I think I did. Because I vaguely do remember coming and it being really bad from it. But I can't remember if I, like, jerked or if I had a wet dream. It's been too long now. Do you know how deep the swab went? No, I looked away. I wasn't going to watch it. That's not true. I guess I did see it get, like, when it first went in there. And then... then it was too much to bear. I don't think it went, like, super deep. But the thing is, like, he put it in, and then he, like, swishes it around. Just, like, tearing it up to cause maximum damage. And then I was just bleeding for days. I had to call in a prescription for some kind of, like, penile injury thing. And yeah, we talked about that, Zach. The tunnels, we talked about that, Zach. Why didn't you request a female doctor, or did you not care? From my urologist? What am I that's the creepiest thing ever. Excuse me. Can you please fetch a woman for this? I'd like to show her my package during this examination. Of course I wouldn't fucking do that. No. And I hope you don't do that. These are the tier 1... Excuse me. Can you get a nurse to come swab my penis with her mouth? Yeah, that's... I don't... Have you never been to a urologist? It's not like porn, man. You're there for a purpose. These are resub clank. Did you ask your doctor why he was spelunking in your junk? No, I went home in pain. I never went back. After he urethral swabbed me, I went to another urologist the next time I needed to go somewhere for it. Anywhere but there. Thanks, Resub Boss. I even looked it up, and this was 7 years ago, mind you, and even at the time, they were like, urethral swabs are obsolete. Nobody does these anymore. If anyone suggests it, you can just decline. No one should be suggesting it. Like, it's so outdated. And yet, this guy annihilated me with it. Yeah, we went over that, Jay. I'm very familiar with the skid loader. Yeah, big ouch. Huge ouch. It was so bad. I don't remember if I said this in the story I made on it 7 years ago. It was so bad that I was afraid of peeing. So what I did is I went to Publix, fucking bloody trousered because my wiener wouldn't stop bleeding, and I bought an entire box of salted pumpkin seeds because it was the highest salt content thing I could find, and I just hammered pumpkin seeds all night so that way I wouldn't pee, because when I did, it was horrible. Horrible. Bro, you got griefed. No, for sure though. Like again, even 7 years ago, that was obsolete. Ammonite's all right, Anthony. Did you like it? No. Sounding is not for me. Yeah, I learned that day. That is not my kink. What's wild is, I even made a video on this. What did I call it? I think I called it Urethral Swab 2.0. Yeah. What's wild is, only like a year and a half after my initial urethral swab, I ended up going to a different urologist, and they recommended me getting a cystoscopy. I think they were looking for like a kidney stone or something, and a cystoscopy is basically shoving like a long wire with a camera at the end through your urethra to get like a better look at your bladder. So, while I still had like the trauma from this still being like moderately fresh, I then went in there to the cystoscopy, not really knowing that's what it was at the time. And then he's got this like giant apparatus with this cord, and I'm like, oh no, it's happening again. And he just right in my wiener, but it had a steering wheel. So he even had the monitor set up so I could like watch it, and I was like, I'm not gonna really tune into this program that much. I'm gonna be honest with you, Doc. But he had like the steering wheel to like control it while I was inside, and he's just driving my my cock as he's looking around internally. And that didn't hurt nearly as bad or bleed nearly as bad as just this urethral swab. And they wasn't even close. This was still so much fucking worse. Bro, what did he even use? It sounds like you make it sound like he was diving around with a sandpaper wrapped fondue fork. I don't it wasn't even like what he used wasn't soft. He used like a hard plastic thing with like a bit of cotton on the end. And then just fucking jamming it all around like he was trying to kill me with it. Yeah, we went over the skid loader thing at Home Depot. Jesus, that's impossible to choose, adventure. He was sim racing inside your penis. Yeah, no, man was straight up fucking multi-track drifting in there. It was a really cool device. Let me see if I can find it. Because it actually was like a steering wheel from the cord. So I was like watching him like, you know, do some of this. It was wild. How do you spell that? There it is. Let me see if I can find it. I definitely can't pull any of this up on stream. But yeah, it was one of these right here. I guess it's not so much a steering wheel per se, because it doesn't have handles on both sides. Well, no, it does. Yeah, no, it does. At least some of them do. So when he was doing this, you operate it like you're operating a steering wheel. Things of the Prime, yeah. Resub Daymare. He had the gamer version. That's true. He was probably on the Logitech cystoscopy tube cord. How'd you get over your fear of not peeing? Well, when the pain subsided. Which took days. And yeah, we talked about that, Agent. Appreciate that, Agent. You had a whole episode of Magic School Bus. Yeah. Moral of the story, though, don't get a urethral swab. Wow, I struggle with that word a lot. The cystoscopy wasn't too bad. That was discomfort for a little while. This was misery for days. I don't think many of you are like scratching at your neck ready to set up a urethral swab appointment, but just in case you were. Oh, I bet that's awful, Curzia. You should have asked for your turn in the wheel. I remember at the time, I don't remember who said it, but they said I should ask for the footage to make a video out of it. And I was like, that's kind of a fire idea. Let me take you inside my bladder. Did you leave a bad review for your old urologist? No. I've never left a bad review for anything in my life except for one time when I was in middle school. I left a bad review for an Xbox 360 game I got, and I was so mad I posted on the GameSpot or on the GameStop website. Left it a bad review.